This is going to be a very heartfelt video because it's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in regards to a woman in my life. Due to my luck, I've been lucky, I've been blessed enough to meet some very amazing women in my life, like all my life growing up. But then I didn't always have the emotional intelligence, the maturity to know how to handle these situations with these women. I was just some kid who just wanted to mess around and stuff, who didn't think losing certain people in his life would mean much. Like, it's just a girl. That's kind of the mentality I had. Nowadays, is that a bad mentality? Maybe not. But then, in a more wholesome manner of looking at life, there are some people who you shouldn't have lost, that it kind of is really upsetting when you lose because those people like actually played a big part in your life. So this is the story of this girl that I met when in like pre-college, let's call it something like that. I was attending this IT school. I was doing like software engineering. And then one day in the middle of my probably depression, I got to school really early. And then the way the building worked on our floor, the different classes were separated by like glass walls. So you could see into the other class, and I was in kind of like the waiting room. So I got to school really early that day, and I was just reading my manga because I'm into anime. And then every like things just didn't feel right because I was going through a lot. I still am, but I've grown much more since then. I was going through a lot mentally, emotionally, and I just couldn't continue reading my comics anymore. I didn't have it in me. And then as I looked up, I noticed her sitting alone in the class in front, like the next class that you could see in front. And I don't know what got into me, but I just decided I'm not doing anything better. Why not? So I got up, took a walk, went into the class. I saw her. I introduced myself. She introduced myself. I hadn't seen her before, so I just like asked, "Oh, are you new?" She was kind of new. Then we started talking. That's how we started talking. And then because she didn't really have friends because she was new, that's she kind and I kind of became her mama duck. She was always going around with me, and it was cute. People thought we were in a relationship, and then yeah, I have game. I believe I have game. So yeah, that there was also that, right? So she started really liking me. Sometimes we would go to like places where people aren't there, like downstairs, the corridor when you enter the building, and we would like look around if anyone is coming, and we would make out. She had like a soft ass, so I would squeeze her ass, stuff like that, dumb stuff. And then I think there were times where like we would do much more. I'll get into that later in the video. But then briefly, I just want to say I don't script my videos, so this is just come. I didn't even like once I have a video idea, I just press record and I start talking. Also, how do you guys like my chopstick microphone? Anyways, back to being serious. I had to put this here so that the people who won't stick like far into the video, they will have gone by now before they get to see my goofy side. Those of you who are still here, good job. Anyways, back to the video. Some people have already clicked out. Back to the video. So yeah, there was this girl. She was really amazing. She was sweet. She was always like willing to do stuff for me. She was just honestly obsessed, and I like that. Like, guys don't like obsessed girls, but I did. But then, because I was stupid, right? Although she was such an amazing person, I just sometimes I would look at her and I'll be like, do I really want to be seen with this girl? She was actually really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. But then there was just something wrong. Like anytime I saw her from the side, she just looked so weird, scrawny, like she just looks this sort of way. And because I was stupid, I felt like I don't think I want her that much. I enjoyed kissing her. I enjoyed like doing touching and stuff like that. One time we ordered a boat, and she literally tried to give me like top in the boat. It was crazy. She just kissed it though, not she didn't do anything serious. But that's how like crazy and willing to do things she was for me. So there was even this one time I followed her to this school that was close to where I live. So she was like, "Oh, since I was like, okay." When we finished, I was like, I'm going home. I live over there. Bye. See you tomorrow." And she wanted to come over, and there was no one at home except um the maid, right, the caretaker. But I was scared. She literally wanted me to take her to my room, take her, you know what, like. I was scared and we didn't do that, but bro, because she was just being so forceful. Like I got really turned on after she left, even though I pushed her away. Like I didn't agree. I had like blue. I don't know the word I'm allowed to say on YouTube. I had like blue balls, bro. That shit hurt like crazy. I can still remember the pain till today. So yeah, point is, she was just such an amazing person. Yeah, like I feel like I'm not even doing justice to just how good she was to me. And because of my stupidity, I, bro, I'm just remembering the rest of the story now. I didn't even know this video was going to be this long, but I just remembered. So I did like this girl was obsessed with me. She wanted to be with me, and I lied. I told her that I was betrothed to someone. That my parents will not let me be with anyone else. I have to get married to this person. That's like that was literally the lie I came up with, guys, so I could push her away. Like I've done some stupid shit in my life to people who really didn't deserve it because she was such an amazing girl. So yeah, I told her I was betrothed. She cried. She was like really upset. I broke her heart. She said she was not going to give guys a chance anymore. Like she became cold even to me. Even when I wanted her back, like I was kind of missing the things we used to do, the way we used to spend time with each other. But then she was not having it. I'll give you guys another story time of another girl that something kind of like this kind of happened, but maybe it's even more crazy. Only if this video gets like a lot of views. I hope it does. So you guys have to watch like a lot of the video, and I'll drop another crazy story time. I have so many crazy stories. I just don't tell them because I'm afraid that I'll tell my stories and then I'll get 6 views. Today I checked my analytics. A video did 17 views and they were like, whoa, like YouTube Studio was like, whoa, that's 11 more than you normally get. And I was like, what the? It's so hilarious because it's just 17 views. That's not much. And YouTube Studio showed the up arrow like 11 more views than usual. And I'm like, damn, I have a long way to go. So yeah, here's how the story ends. If you've stayed this far, this is the conclusion how the story ends. Basically, after I obviously because she was like my junior, so after I graduated, or just before I was about to graduate, because you don't have to come to school as much because you have other things. You don't really need to show up. You just need to come for like some exams, your projects, and then you can go. So I wasn't really coming to school as much, and I found out that she was like this one of the security guys. He sees everything and he was friends with me, like because everyone else would just pass them, but I would actually go talk to them, sit down for like an hour, just vibing, just hanging out with them. I was just really down to earth like that. So he told me about her and this guy, but I didn't know this guy obviously, and he's rich by the way, but I didn't know she was the one he was referring to when he was telling me about the person that was hanging out with this guy. Now, wait, there's a reason why I'm mentioning this because of something he told me. What he told me was no, let me tell you what happened first. So, first of all, I thought it was someone else because what he told me was crazy. So, I thought it was someone else until he showed me who it is. One day they were walking out together and he said, "Oh, that's her." And I saw it was the one who was obsessed with me that I did dirty. So, what he told me before I knew it was her was one day he was like doing his patrols and he saw like a car like shaking, and it had tinted windows. So he went and knocked on the door because you shouldn't be doing that in the school parking lot. And then when they wound down the windows, he saw both of them. Like the guy, my not my girl, but like my girl. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that kind of hurt me when he told me, "Oh, it's her." I was like, "No, no way, bro, no way," because when she was with me, she had not yet lost her. So that means she went from me to this guy. Like, really, it was just so, like, it just did me dirty in so many different ways. Like, really, really, like, you shouldn't even have done it with anyone else. You should have come back to me or something. But really, of all people. So, yeah, it was just a very upsetting story. I think this is going to be one of my longest videos. And then yeah, till today, I should probably go look for her Instagram or something, but I haven't heard anything from her ever since. I don't know where she is now, but yeah, that's the situation. So yeah, I hope you guys stay till the end this time because you guys never, people don't really stay to the end. I hope you stay to the end. I hope you don't make the same mistakes I do. There are some people in your life who are just really wholesome. Like unless you're like a toxic person or an immature person, it's hard to see it. But you guys need to learn how to identify the people who are really wholesome in your life. It doesn't mean that you should never let them go because sometimes people will just drift apart. But just make better choices, guys. Some people you shouldn't be stupid with them because they could actually be really valuable in your life. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I'm working to make my story times better, though I'm not going to script them. Right. Once I come up with an idea, like a story I want to tell, I just press record. Don't mind how I look. I have been up all night. It's hard for me to sleep at night because I'm thinking like trying to hustle, thinking of what to do to make money. But while I'm trying to figure out what to do to make money, I want to be dropping like YouTube videos to tell people my story because I enjoy it. So yeah, that's all, guys. Have a nice life. Bye. See you in the next one. I have lots of good content, videos, and stories to tell you guys, but you have to stay tuned. I look like shit. Bye, guys.